All right, so I'm driving home from work, and I decided I'm going to give a first-hand account of my trip to the polling station. It was my first time going to the polling station, so I don't really know exactly how it works all the time. I only know how it worked this time. I mean, I remember when I was a little child, I used to go with my mom, but that's a whole different story. So I waited in line for about 15 minutes, and everything was in order by street names. So I went to a woman, and she had a binder, and she searched for me by street name, and I gave her my ID, and she found my name, and then she took a piece of a red pencil, and she marked my name off of that list. So she just basically took my ID, found my name in a giant book of names sorted by address, and marked my name off with a pencil. And then I was just handed a ballot, a paper ballot. I mean, I don't know how that ballot is tied to me in any way. Maybe it's not. I don't know if it's supposed to be. But like I said, I'm not usually a voter. I don't like playing their games, but this time I thought I needed to vote. So I got my piece of paper and I was filling it out, and in a couple areas I filled out double votes, like double bubbles. So I voted for the Bitcoin party as presidential candidate and as a write-in, and the candidate being Satoshi Nakamoto. But I also had circled the Trump-Pence circle. And then, so I basically had two circles in the presidential column circle. So I took that and I walked over to the machine where, after you fill out the circles, you walk over to this machine and you put it in yourself, and it scans it through some machine. Now, mind you, this machine, the whole time I was there was some guy, looked kind of like, like a techie guy, technician kind of thing. And he was in the back of the machine fiddling with it the whole time. He was on his knees fiddling with the machine that I was putting this and scanning this into. I don't know what he was doing, but there was probably like 3 librarian-looking women around. And then, so I tried to put my ballot in the machine, and it immediately popped out because it said you can't vote for 2 people in the same category. So some other guy came over and basically walked me back to the table where all the women were handing out and checking off names, handing out ballots. And they said, "Oh, we had a double count, or an over count is the word they were using here." So they handed him the ballot that I was writing, and she just grabbed another one from the pile and handed it to me. Just grabbed another one and handed it to me. I don't know exactly what that means, but I mean, I don't understand how that ballot correlates to me as a person in any way. I mean, it's just a stack of papers, and she basically ripped one up and grabbed me another. I don't know exactly how it works. Like I said, I'm not a big voter, and I just want to put my experience out there. Maybe everything is the way it's supposed to be. Maybe that's exactly how it's supposed to happen. Cool. So basically, I got the new ballot, and I only filled out one category, and I put it through the machine, and it worked. But by the time I was leaving, there was still that guy fiddling with the machine. I don't know what he was doing. He probably worked there. I mean, he definitely worked there, but I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if he was a technician or some shit for the actual machines. or what. But that's what happened. My polling place was Foreign High School in Milford, Connecticut. And I definitely didn't really see anybody that looked like they would be Trump supporters. But at the same time, can't really stereotype people on their looks and their political sides. At the same time, who knows? There might be a reason why Connecticut goes blue all the time. Rosa DeLaura's still in there. Anyway, that's just my story. We'll see how this whole election plays out. And all I know is no one is really going to trust the results on either side. If Biden wins, none of the Trump supporters are going to actually believe the results. It's just completely delegitimatized by all of the shit surrounding it. So I mean, then if Trump goes and wins in court and wins, they'll just go saying he's like some authoritarian that is using extra powers and forced his way back into office. It's just a shit show right here in America. And we'll see where it leads. Catch you next time.